Let us discuss the next question. This is from the year 2020. In the context of India, which one of the following is the characteristic appropriate for the bureaucracy? So we have to find the most relevant answer. What is bureaucracy? The most basic function of bureaucracy. It's an agency for widening the scope of parliamentary democracy. It's an agency for strengthening the structure of federalism. It's an agency for facilitating the political stability and economic growth. It's an agency for implementation of public policy. So what is the basic role of bureaucracy? Why are there bureaucrats in the government? The main function of the executives, the bureaucrats, is that they have to implement the policy that is made. So the implementation of the policy is the basic purpose. So which of the options cover it? The option D covers it. The agency for implementation of the public policy. So this is the correct answer. Let's keep it on hold. Now what does statement 1 say? An agency for widening the scope of parliamentary democracy. The bureaucracy does in fact do the delegated legislation, and it does help the parliament in scoping is wide when it comes to the legislation, but it's not the basic function. It is the secondary function. Statement 2, agency for strengthening the structure of federalism. The All India Service Act officers, they in fact help in strengthening the structure of federalism. At the same time, there are also bureaucrats who are not in the All India Service, so they don't directly impact the structure of federalism. So is this the basic function of bureaucracy, to strengthen the structure of federalism? No, it is a secondary function. It is an implication, not even a function. C, an agency for facilitating the political stability and economic growth. Their basic purpose is not to facilitate the political stability and help the politicians in keeping the stable governments. That is their own misery. The politicians will be concerned about their stability and their parties. It's not the bureaucrats' job. So the basic purpose of the bureaucracy is the implementation of public policy. Answer is D. Now let us look at the explanation about bureaucrats. It is the executive arm of the government, and the elected government, whoever is there in power, they employ some competent officials to run the state. So that is the bureaucracy, and generally they will be selected on merit-based process, and the major objective is the implementation. The law will be made by the legislature. The execution of the law will be made by the executive. In the executive, the permanent executive is the bureaucracy. So they will be primarily concerned with the implementation of the decisions taken by the political executive. And they provide for the continuity of policies and execution because they are the part of permanent executive. So coming back to the question, the main characteristics feature of bureaucracy is implementation of public policy.